Hey everyone, it's Jen. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I have a few project shares using some KSCraft dies that I got in design team packages. And I've used them before, but I wanted to use them in some new ways and make some spring projects. So I figured I'd come on and show you guys what I made and what I used. So there are two projects. We're going to start with this die set from KSCraft, and I'll link all the dies below on their Ally store. They might be available in the Amazon store as well. But this one is called the Big Heart Gift Pouch, and I've used this to make Valentine's Day gift boxes, and they came out so cute. But this one I wanted to make something different, so I made a tissue box using it. So I'll show it to you in a second, but I just want to show you the projects or the products that I used. So this one, you can either get the 8-sided gift pouch die set or the 6-sided one. So I use the 8-sided one just so it's big enough for tissues. This is the side that you cut out 4 times to make 8 sides. And then I used this tag. It comes with a whole bunch of different ones, and I used this one, or different sizes it comes with. So those are the dies I used. I used some diamond stickles. I used some of this trim from Hobby Lobby in their spring shop. This is so fun, this trim. My first time using it. And then I used some papers from this paper pad by Recollections. It's at Michael's now, and I just love it. It's called Splendid Springtime. It's $9.99, but if you get a 40% off coupon in your email, use that, or there's always a 20% off coupon in the app if they're not on sale. So let me go ahead and show you what I made, and I'll explain to you how I made it as well. So this is the tissue box, and isn't it adorable? I think it came out so cute. I usually make tissue boxes for different seasons based on another KSCraft die set, and that one is an official tissue box cover. Let me just show you one that I've made in the past. This is one that I keep in my craft room, and yeah, I just love it. So I'll link this die set down below too, because it's a popular one and I use it quite often, but I did want to do something different. So yeah, this is what I made. And oh, I also used a flower die set from KSCraft as well. And this one is called Layering Flowers, and I'll link that down below as well. It came from, I think it was the same release, either December or January. So it comes with these, and I just used the 3 smallest flowers to make the flowers on the side. So you can combine these to make any size flower you'd like. So as you can see, I used that cute bunny paper for the main part of the box. And since you have to cut out 8 different sides, or cut the die out 4 times, you're going to need 2 12 by 12 papers. So these paper pads from Michael's are good because they come with 3 of each. So I put it together as specified. To keep these sides closed, I put a little bit of double-sided tape underneath each flap, and that keeps the box closed. Of course, I put the tissues in before I did that. And a square tissue box does not fit inside this. So what I did was I just opened up a square tissue box, took the whole wad of tissues out, put it into this box, and then pulled up one, and then I sealed the box. So it's tight enough so that when you pull a tissue up, the whole thing doesn't come up, just one tissue at a time. So you don't need the box itself, you just need the big wad of tissues, and you could put it in here. The tag, I think it's adorable. I stamped out Bless You with this, I have a little alphabet die set that I gotten at Michael's a long time ago, and I used just some purple coordinating paper from this paper pad. This sticker comes from Target. It's in their new Mondo Llama Easter line that I mentioned in my last haul, and tied it with the Hobby Lobby trim that I think coordinates really nicely, brings out the pink in the papers. So it's really nice and sturdy because I layered it a few times with the 110-pound paper on the bottom. The die set comes with nesting bottoms, so you can use the big part for the bottom, and then you can use the smaller one to just reinforce it a little bit. And I have a tutorial on how to put this together, so I will go ahead and link that down below. well, the tutorial is for how to put the gift box together. If you want to make a tissue box, just go ahead and add your tissues before you close it up, and then just add some double-sided tape under the flaps to keep it closed. So that is my first project. I hope you like it. This is going to go in my powder room for the spring season. And when I need to replace the tissues, it's easy enough to just lift this up. The double-sided tape is not, you know, it's not like permanent. It'll lift up without damaging it. So yeah, that's my first project. And let's move on to the second one. Okay, for my second project, I made a little Easter mini album, and I made this album just for myself. I took some pictures of my Easter decor in my house, and I put in the album because from year to year, sometimes I forget exactly where my things go, and it's just helpful for me when I decorate seasonally to have a record of my decor. And I had made a Christmas decor album a year and a half ago, and that really helped this past Christmas when I was getting my decor out to go ahead and refer back to it and say, oh yeah, I put this over there and this went over there. So it's helpful to me. So yeah, so I made an Easter one, and this one I used my KSCraft Easter dies and just 110-pound paper in addition to pattern paper, some products I had on hand, so I didn't have to go out and buy anything specific. Like I didn't have to buy a mini album or anything like that. I just made it myself. So let me show you what I used. Again, I used that flowering layers or layering flowers die set to make a flower for the top of it. I used one of the layers of this die set, and this one is called the large egg frame. I used this layer to make the base of my album, and I'll show it to you in a second. The whole album is an Easter egg shape. So I used that. And then from another die set, this one is called the large Easter egg shaker. I used this layer, and this just makes a pretty edge on the inset paper of my album. So I used that. And then from this set, this one is called the Easter basket shaker die set. It comes with all these pieces, but all I used was the little egg piece because it was a perfect size and it has stitching. So I've made I've made shakers with this before, and they came out really cute. So, but again, I'm just using these in some different ways. So yeah. All right, and the papers I used, I had hauled this last week. This is a new paper line from Crafter's Companion. It's called Farmstead Easter, and it's so pretty. I love the colors. It's kind of hard to find right now. I had gotten it from paperwishes.com, but I don't think they have it in stock anymore. So you might have to search around for it. I didn't see it on scrapbook.com again. So anyway, I use that paper, but of course you can use whatever Easter collection you have or spring collection. And this is the ephemera that goes with it. They call it card toppers. It's a Violet Studio from the Crafter's Companion. And so anyway, I used some of this ephemera for my album. So let me go ahead and show you. I'll show you some of my decor too, because it's in there in some of the pictures. So this is the album I made. It's not very chunky and it's very simple. Again, this is just for me for reference, but I did want it to look pretty. So I showed it on Instagram. You might have seen it there if you follow me. But so yeah, this is the first page, and I added some ephemera from the Farmstead Easter collection. There's one of the KSCraft flowers, and I just added this cute little like teddy bear cookie charm that I had, and I just hooked that over the binder loop or whatever ring binder thingy, just to add a little fun to it. This is trim that I gotten from Hobby Lobby, I believe, and those are those KSCraft Easter eggs. This is the base that I use for every page. It's stitched, which is really nice, and this is the inset part that I was showing you just a moment ago, the different die set. So yeah, that's the front cover. I added some trim that came in a Hobby Lobby bundle a while ago, and let's go take a look. So I use pattern paper for the base on the front of the page, and then on the back of the page I just used some 110-pound cardstock. And I used a lace doily for the background. I used a die set that I had in my stash. It made a perfect frame for my 3-inch pictures, and I have a Kodak photo printer that I printed these out on. So anyway, yeah, so I made a frame for each of my photos with a die set in my stash, and that's my fireplace. I just wanted to take a picture of how I had arranged everything down there on the bottom. The next page looks like this, and this is just a close-up of my little truck that I decorate each season on my hearth, and yeah, just put some Easter bunnies and stuff in there. So I love using the different papers from this collection and different trims that I have in my stash. A good way to use your trims and just, you know, like doodads, things that you have you're not sure what to do with. I did use my crocodile and poked holes and set eyelets for the top of each page just to make them nice and strong. These are very strong pages because I cut the page out of 110-pound white cardstock, the pattern paper, and then another 110-pound cardstock on the back. So it's really nice and thick and sturdy. So there's the second page. The back of that one looks like this. Very simple, simply decorated. Like I said, I just didn't want to, you know, go crazy. These stickers are also from that Mondo Llama Easter pack from Target. So this is just my coffee table, and I just like how that turned out. So I wanted to remember how that looked. Okay, on this page, again, I used those same dies throughout just to add some consistency, and the Farmstead Easter paper is highlighted throughout, and some of the ephemera as well. This is like a vintage scale I have in my dining room, and I have a couple of spring teapots and some, you know, floral and stuff. So I like how that looks, so I wanted to make sure I remembered how to do that next year. And then the back of that looks like this, and this is also 110-pound cardstock. This big doily, I had won a giveaway from Muriel. Hi Muriel, if you're watching. She's Ms. Cooper's Coop here on YouTube. And part of my prize was these gorgeous large doilies that she had punched out. So I just put the die for the background on top of it, and it just cut out part of it. You can see it's huge because even with this size album, it was bigger than that. So I like how it looks a little bit offset anyway. So these are some shelves in my dining room, and I made it like a pink and black and white kind of theme. So I wanted to remember that next year. You think you will, and then I get all my decor out the next year. I'm like, where did this go? I don't remember what I did. So anyway, so the next page, I added some more of that Hobby Lobby trim, just added it with some Fabri-Tac, and it looks really pretty, I think, framing the image. Again, some of that Farmstead Easter ephemera, the Farmstead Easter paper, same dies to cut everything out. This is a like vintage hanging scale that I have in my kitchen. This is right over my sink, and or right off the side to my kitchen sink. I'd gotten this cute decor piece from Zulily this year, and I just like how this looks with the little figurines peeking out. This is a timer candle that comes on at night, and yeah, so I just wanted to remember that, of course. And the back of that has some more of the Target stickers. Very simple, I know, I just didn't want to go crazy. And this is actually the counter over my sink, and you might remember these eggs I had shown in a previous video how to make those. But these are some other decorations I have for Easter out. These are marshmallows in one of the Target gumball machines. I actually want to add some ribbon to the side of that. Thanks for reminding myself there. So yeah, that's what that looks like over my sink. Okay, and the next page, I think this is the last page, yes. This is my hutch in the other part of my kitchen. I decorate this seasonally. I know these pictures are a little overexposed. I have to adjust my printer settings, but I didn't want to waste the photo paper, so I'm just going with it. So anyway, those are some decorations that I have in the kitchen, like where we have our table and stuff. So yeah, and again, I use some ephemera from Farmstead Easter. This actually is a sticker from Walmart from this year. And then I used the IO stamps die set, Impression Obsession die from Anna. This one is from Trims, the Trims collection, and it's rickrack, but I thought it looked like Easter egg, decoration. So I just added that onto the background of that one. So the back, I just added a Martha Stewart doily in my stash. This is a piece of ephemera from Farmstead Easter, and I added my stamp with the year. So again, you think you're going to remember things and you don't. And then this is a binder ring that I think I got in a pack from either Ally or Amazon. I'm not sure. You can get them either place. And these are trims, various trims from a Hobby Lobby or Michael's. I have them like all mixed together, but they just pick up the different colors that are in the album. So like I said, it's simple, it's not very thick at all, but I wanted it to be like that because, like I said, it's just for reference for me. So those are the projects that I made for Easter. I hope you guys like them. I'll link all these products down below on the Ally store. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you want a tutorial for anything, I'd love to help if I can, or just answer, basic questions. That's always good too. And I'll leave the link for this tissue box set too, because this is my favorite die set of all time, I believe. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll be back soon with more crafty videos, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.